the Phoenix Wright trilogy. It's a mystery game. It was a game that um was launched, I think, in the DS, on the DS, the Nintendo DS. I've played this one before, and pero ang tagal na. I've played this, I think, um circa nine, early 2000s yata, along with the launch of um the DS. Well, no, not really, pero yeah. Ay, hindi ko pala na-click. Play the first turnabout, yes. Okay, let's just expect na there will be a lot of reading in this game, because this is kind of a point and click game, but also a ano ba tawag doon? A visual novel, I suppose. Kasi yun nga, maraming text. There aren't really um voice acting in this game. So yeah, I may read aloud some of the text kung kakayanin. But yep, let's start. So we saw someone get bludgeoned on the head with a decorative object, parang trophy. So yep, here we are. We're in the courtroom. Phoenix, boy, am I nervous. Yeah, right. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Uh, Thanks. Phoenix. Still Phoenix? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. Is that allowed? I think that's allowed. Kung meron kang kakilala tapos i-represent um, yung kakilala mo on court. Phoenix, I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, my everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. But Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? It's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? Come on. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Okay. Intro. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Ah, okay. I think it's just natural for you to represent your best friend when they need help with the law or something. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Perfect. August 3, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Judge, court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Payne, the prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Phoenix, the defense is ready, Your Honor. Di siya confident. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking, eyesight fading. Is this his first case? Ito ba yun? I think may story na... There's a story na ano eh. I think it's also within the trilogy, this trilogy. Parang yun yung una niyang kaso. I don't think this is the case, his first case. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant, okay, that's Larry Butts. Oh, yep, correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name. Oh, are we supposed to read the court record? Wait. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? Don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Okay, Mia. I have to figure out where the tab button, the tab key is because I'm not a PC gamer. So, yeah, I got it. Remember to check it off and do it for me, please. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Okay. This is our attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Oh, Cindy. Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death, 7:31. That's July 31, 4 p.m. Between 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Okay. Profiles. Chief attorney. Oh, Mia is the chief attorney at Fay and Co. My boss and a very good defense attorney. Larry Butts. 23, the defendant in this case. A likable guy who has been my friend since high school. Cindy Stone, the victim in this case. A model, she lived in an apartment by herself. Winston Payne, the prosecutor for this case, lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. Okay? So it's Cindy Stone. Cindy Stone is the name of the victim. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Yep. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? Ah. The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. It's rather heavy. Yeah, it looks like it. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Okay. Okay, Mia. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Okay. I have my finger on the tab key. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. What do I do now, Chief? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all... I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. Oh, okay. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris. She was in Paris until the day before she died. So, kauwi lang niya. Here. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30, the day before the murder. Because she was killed July 31st, right? According to the court record. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Oh. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Um, let's stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Ah, Wins. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheated, that cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Did you or did you not? Uh, well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Hmm. Have him answer honestly. Baka obvious naman kung pinipigilan natin siya masyado. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. I was there. I went. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Sawit. That's the guy. You sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yeah. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. Ah, yeah. Correct. I think they're plugged into the socket, electric socket. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Okay. Now, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? You exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? He was lying? Medyo tanga to si si Phoenix. Siyempre, malamang may mga sinungaling dyan. Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Okay. The tab key. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Okay, will do, Chief. Will do. Okay, got it. So there's a meter here. Is this gonna run out if we make errors? I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Okay. Hold on. Time of death, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. July 31. Nakita ko na agad. Noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. I don't think there's any contradictions in here. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Okay, if he called the police at 1, he went to the park at 1 p.m. to use the payphone, the public phone. And he said he saw Cindy's lifeless body inside the room at 1 o'clock p.m. around 1 p.m. But according to the autopsy report, Cindy died between 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Okay. We got it. Let's see if we present it dito sa ano na to, sa statement na to. Present. Oh, untik na. Okay, let's present the autopsy report. Oh. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Oh. Frankly, I find it hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody to find at 1 p.m. Correct. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Pinawisan na. Oh, that. Oh. This is this is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find it hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Okay. Sounds easy. Lies always beget more lies. That's true. Correct. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Especially if the story is already so full of lies. It's like a web of lies already. Malilito ka na kung saan ka nagsimula eh. Tsaka hindi mo na alam kung paano mo tatapusin. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Okay, I'm pretty sure there will be changes to the statements. Yung naalala ko yun. The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Pero di ba may blackout? Excuse me. I'm burping. Sorry. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. Huh? That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Labo naman, no? I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. May blackout. May blackout. Lagot ka. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Okay. Let's open the court record and we find the blackout record and present this. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite! Wait, I remember now. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. Oo nga. Papalit-palit si kuya na. Ang pinagsasabi, these constant corrections are harming your credibility. Correct. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Weird sentence. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it. The killer used it to hit the victim. So it's a clock. The thinker statue, it's a clock? That must have been what I saw. Okay. I guess that would explain it. Hearing the time. I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Hmm. Wait. Court record. Yeah, it's a clock. Loss of blood due to blood trauma. Okay. Feeling ko, ito lang yung pwede nating i-present. Pero where? There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Hmm. Ay. Table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. How did he know it was a... How did he know it was a clock? But where do we present it? Here? Okay, let's try. Let's try it. Paano ba? Ah, enter. Okay. Hindi kasi ako PC gamer. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Galit na siya. I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. If I may. It doesn't look like a clock. I submitted it as a statue. It appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Yes, we have a problem. How did he know? Di nga alam ni Attorney Payne eh. Yes, we do have a problem. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Si Judge parang ano, sumasakay-sakay lang. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. Or he knew the victim? I think he went into the apartment, but that would just support his earlier testimony that he did go inside. Knew the victim. Baka nakarating na siya before dun sa... Yan, correct. You were one of her sugar daddies. Be frank with us, Mr. Sawit. I'm always frank. Your Honor, we have complete records of the victim's relationships. Mr. Frank Sawit does not appear anywhere. Oh, really? So, mali tayo? Okay. Okay. So, ito na lang. On the day of the murder, yeah. Correct, tama, oo nga. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. Uy, how? You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. Correct. That was the sound you heard. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Hmm. Understandable since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. Correct. Kasi yung leeg, di ba? That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? I... I never... Look, the clock I heard... Oh, starting to panic. Oh my gosh. I hate you. He killed her and he should burn. Burn. Give him death. A moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound... you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. Fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Yeah. I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. Oh, yeah. He is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. Yeah, correct. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. Wala na. You forgot one thing. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? Because she just got back from Paris. Didn't she? Maybe she bought the statue in Paris? Because I think nasa ano yan. Ano ba yun? Yung sa may Eiffel Tower na gardens, yung thinker. Kung di ako nagkakamali Or it can be in one of the museums there. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. No. Why? Can we not present the passport? I come all the way down here to testify and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Well, hindi pa naman yata tapos. There's still tomorrow. Oh. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. We can present the passport. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Hmm. Figure out the reason and you'll have proof. Hindi, can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. Pero, hindi ko alam yung eksaktong oras. Pero, ay, mas late yung Amerika ba? Kesa sa Europe. Yep. Running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. In the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. The passport. Ayan o. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30, the day before the murder. Pwede kasing doon niya binili eh, sa Paris. Yeah. Okay, let's present this. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. Oh, okay. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. Yun. Tama. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit, or should I say Mr. Did It? Uh-oh. He foamed in the mouth. Case closed! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Good, good. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yay! Confetti! And with that, this court is adjourned. Yay! We solved. Not really solved, but it turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. Okay. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Oh no. August 3, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. I still can't believe you won. Good job in there, right? Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. That's good. That's good. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. Correct. You're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Patay na yung ex niya eh. I mean, bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. That's still sad. Malungkot pa rin yun. Harry? Oo nga, bakit Harry? Ah, isn't he... Di ba Larry? Dinner movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Bawal yun, di ba? O pwede. Tapos naman na yung kaso. Binigay niya yung, murder weapon. What? Ah, okay. That's weird. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you wanna just cry? Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. You don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him. Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Are we gonna present our badge? Let's see. Hmm. Weird nung ginawan din siya ni Larry ng kopya ng statue para meron din siya. Ano yun? The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30, the day before the murder. Hello? Paano? Pwede ba i-close to? Ito na lang. Yung passport. Here you go, Larry. Proof. What? Puta. Mali. Oh no. Sayang naman, di natin na All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. That's correct. Learn, grow strong, never let go of what you believe in. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Tapos na yung trilogy. First part ng trilogy. We drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of you became a lawyer was because of him. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime, over drinks. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Okay. Well, that was good, guys. That was good. A brand new episode has been added. Uh, yeah, we can play this next week. I do plan to have a weekly stream of games. I do have a camera set up, but parang tinamad lang ako mag-camera ngayon. So, next time na lang. But yeah, we just finished the turnabout something. Save your progress, yes. Yun. Turnabout Sisters yung sunod. Okay. I guess I will see you all next week again. We'll play more Phoenix Wright. We will finish this game. I sorry. Is it gonna keep on ringing? Okay, nag-beep. Uh-oh. Okay, I will end this here, everyone. And I will see you next week. Remember, be be kind to one another, be kind to animals, and be kind to yourself. So see you all next week. Same time maybe. Or maybe earlier. But anyway, you'll see me when I see you. Bye bye.